but I'm struggling to go live on TikTok.
Dear.
Because it won't switch to Fill Your Kupp for some reason. Even though I've logged in as Fill Your Kupp, I can't do it. We are live on YouTube.
Wow!
You know.
Wow! We're just having some technical difficulties. Just figuring out because we wanted to stream on TikTok today to spice it up. But we've never tried that before, along with this one. So our Mr. Man is doing a fantastic job, aren't you, Babs?
Yeah, for some reason TikTok last year is not letting me log in as Fill Your Kupp.
Oh. Interesting. It's going to be really close on my face right now.
Like when I log in as Fill Your Kupp, it doesn't let me.
Grr.
Did all this. Always technical difficulties, isn't there?
Oh, technology is just so tricky, isn't it? I don't like dealing with the technology. It's not for me. Not my bag, but Kieran's bag. You love it, don't you, mister?
Okay.
He's nearly there.
Do you want to
We've got our gold cups today.
do you get
How cute.
a post out?
A what?
A post out that we're live on the old YouTube.
Yeah. What, on our own? On Fill Your Kupp?
Yeah. Okay,
There with, guys.
we are getting somewhere.
Chill out, grab yourself a drink, do what you need to do. And we'll be there soon.
Unlock virtual camera. So you can't use virtual camera the first time that you stream. Huh.
Huh.
Right. We might have to. We might have to do this a bit of a budget way
On a phone.
for TikTok.
I think that's fine.
If you think they'll be able to hear us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need another stand for the phone.
Nice. Bum, bum, bum.
We might give them a different angle.
Oh, different angle, huh?
I don't know how I'm going to get in the seat yet, but...
bit tricky.
Okay, that's quite nice.
Yeah? We gotta get the angles right. We gotta get the angles right, do you know what I mean? It's very important.
It's going to be a behind the scenes view and we're going to have to shout, but...
That's fine. Maybe just turn the music down a little bit and then we'll be fine. I could do a little facial warm up like I learned the other day.
Okay, we're live on Fill Your Kupp.
Wow! Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's a behind the scenes look because you can see this
That's
camera.
quite fun though.
Yeah. You can just see the
Who are ya?
You can see the main camera. Alright, I think let's get going.
Let's get crack-a-lacking.
Right, so just check the YouTube live stream. There's not many people in here, but it's okay for now.
That's okay, because we ain't got started yet. Guys, don't panic. We're gonna get cracking.
We might have to shout a bit.
Yeah, I think music just a bit quieter. Gorgeous. Hope everyone's had a good week last week. It's Monday, isn't it? Monday, fun day. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, sweet.
You can cross in front of that.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
It's this. I just showed my
Oh. Oh, the wires. I see.
You've got a good view of my nuts.
Of your ding dong.
My ding dong. My bloody ding dong.
Off your ding dong, the witch is dead.
Oh, right.
You look cute.
So do you.
Oh,
We got a bit dressed up today, didn't we?
a little bit.
Lovely.
Just a little bit.
Oh, I didn't zoom this in and you can't see a bloody thing. You're blind as a bat.
It's just that when I have the lights in my eyes and I can't. Oh, that's better, thank you. Baba.
Oh, God, right. Sorry about the delay in proceedings. Sometimes with the tech setup, it takes a while, but
Doesn't always go as planned.
we're live. And we're live on TikTok for the first time this week.
Let's go TikTok.
The stream on TikTok will get better in future weeks, but for now we're having to deal with phone streaming, so
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
that is where we are for now on TikTok. But as
Most
I say,
people stream like that on TikTok.
yeah, exactly.
A
So
bit more raw, innit?
it's behind the scenes look. You can see our lovely camera for our YouTube setup there.
Anyway, what's filled your cup this week, mister?
The Mother's Weekend that we had. That was cute. We had my mum, your mum, and my best mate Sprat's mum or Jack, all come down. We had my mum in here, your mum in the other room staying. So it was just cute to be able to host them both at the same time, and we did loads of fun things.
We did do lots of fun things. It was nice to actually be able to host both our mums because we would never have been able to do that in our last flat.
No.
So it was like, we can actually do that now, which is lovely.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We've been hosting a lot recently, actually. Even yesterday, we had loads of people around. But yeah, it was so nice to have the mums round. Like, we've been planning that for a while. And the date kept getting moved about. Things kept coming up. And we were like, right, let's do it. And we got it in.
Yeah.
And the mums got on so well.
They did.
Well, not that they didn't already, but like, it's nice for them to actually spend good time together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really cute.
And we went to see a show, do those things. Oh, it was just lovely. It was lovely.
Yeah, it was a lovely week. Actually, do you know what? It's like the first weekend in ages that it felt like a weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you not think that?
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Even though I did work actually a lot.
It was quite busy.
It was very busy,
No,
but
it wasn't
like
a chill out weekend, but it was fun.
but it felt like a weekend because like, I was seeing loads of people.
Yeah, I see you. I feel you.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel you.
It was nice, and it was a big busy weekend, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. I had a great time. That was a highlight of my week too. I also worked over the weekend doing West End Musical Brunch. I learnt the show basically off videos, and it was very hard. It was a lot of content, and I was very stressed all week. But we bloody did it. I managed to do all the routines. I was walking onto some of those stages and I was starting it and I was like, here we go. Let's hope for the best.
Yeah, I watched you practice those routines quite a lot during the week.
I didn't stop.
You worked hard for that, to be fair, so well done, Babs.
No, it was really fun, actually. And I'm doing it again this week, so it'd be nice to be a little bit less stressed. Yeah. But it felt like an achievement this week.
Yeah, I think that's very impressive. I saw some videos and I thought you looked amazing.
Oh, you're cute. Yeah, my mum actually ended up coming spontaneously, which was cute. She was front row filming me. She was like the mum from Mean Girls. She was like... so got loads of footage. It was great.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So last week was great.
It was. So that's what's filled our cups.
And what's the big thing that happened?
Well, one of the things that filled our cups because we had a viewing party yesterday for Love is Blind UK After the Altar, which dropped.
Whoa! So brand new episodes of Love is Blind UK, basically, where it's following all of our lives post the show.
Yeah. Which
is... We did actually film quite a while ago.
Yeah.
So we almost forgot about it.
Well, yeah, I actually forgot it was coming out, to be honest. And then it's hit our screens and it's like, oh, we're back on the telly box.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. There it is. Do you remember that? So mad. But yeah, we're doing a special today. We're going to be talking all things After the Altar because why not? It's just come out. Few people have watched it. They've let us know what they think. So we're going to break it down.
Well, I mean, normally on Fill Your Kupp, we're talking about relationships, right? Whether it's our relationship or if people are sending in their dating dilemmas, we're talking about relationships. And so we thought, well, Love is Blind is all about relationships. So let's do a Fill Your Kupp special talking about all of the relationships that you saw on screen.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's what we're going to do today. So it's going to be a bit of a different show. So instead of doing any date debrief or anything like that, we're going to just do a relationship debrief on all of the resolutions or not resolutions we saw from the couples in After the Altar, or the not couples.
Yeah,
the relationships.
No more couples.
Yeah, exactly.
The couples that you know as couples, let's say.
And we want to give you our view, and it's just our view and it's just our opinions. Obviously these people have been through a lot. We class some of them as friends. we see them a lot, we don't see them all. And so we thought we'll give our kind of unfiltered take on what we saw.
He said unfiltered.
Well, it's true. I think we should we're going to...
And live as well as risky business.
Live, unfiltered, and we're going to give our takes.
Whose idea was this?
Who let us do this?
Who bloody let us do this? Everyone's at home quaking in their boots like... Right, well, should we crack on?
Shall we?
Where do we start?
Well, what I say is we have had loads of questions in on Instagram. So thank you to everyone who sent in questions.
Yes, and their opinions.
And their opinions. We will be going through those. We've noted all those down. So we will be going through those. But firstly, we're just going to take it kind of relationship by relationship and go through the different people from the show.
Yeah.
And give our view on what we saw, what we all saw if you've watched it.
Well, shall we just go over our general overview of what we thought of After the Altar?
Yeah, I suppose.
So 3 episodes.
3 episodes.
Lots going on. So the first episode was basically showing us in London town, everyone in their different pockets with their different people.
Yeah.
Catching up, basically.
And it was trying to kind of give a view on what life has been like since the show, and kind of the only clip that was of us was the running thing, because we do go on runs together.
Yeah. We had a little run day.
And that's true to life. We do that quite a lot. We probably do that once a week, I'd say. We go on a run together.
Yeah.
So that is one of the many things we do in our week.
We do love a run and coffee.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what...
Oh, I was going to put my arm around you.
Oh, that's cute.
It's quite comfy. I really want to stretch my arm.
It feels a bit weird, just like...
No, I quite like it.
Okay.
It's giving, I'm comfy.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, we do run together, so it is one thing that happens. I think, and we'll get into some of the questions we've had and the feedback, but I don't necessarily think it showed really what our life has been like since the show.
No. Well, obviously, we only saw us running.
Yeah, that's all we saw. So I don't think anyone's got a good idea of what life has been like since the show.
No,
really.
it looks very calm compared to what our lives are like.
Yeah, it's pretty mental.
Because I actually just came straight from work. I remember that
on
day.
that day, yeah.
So I had been teaching all morning. So I think I was up at 5:30 a.m. I've been teaching classes, and then I think we met at like 9 a.m.
And I looked at my I just looked at my like photos from, because I was looking if I got some behind the scenes photos, and either side of like the filming days, the amount of events that we were going to at that time, like we were doing like brand events every single day, which is why you see on the show us talk about, which we'll get into a bit more in a bit, but you see us talk about how busy we are right now, because we were just at events all the time.
Yeah, they didn't keep in like why we were busy.
No.
It was just like, we're really busy. It's hard to keep like make time for each other.
And we're often at those events together, but
Yeah.
it's work for us now. And obviously since then, we now both don't have day jobs, and we both are full-time on content creation. So live has been mad.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really
Portrayed
showed.
how crazy it was then.
No. And to be honest, still is now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't do quite as many events because we were, I suppose, fresh in the scene and, you know, trying to meet all of the different brands and agencies and stuff that are in our new world. So we don't do as much of that anymore because, you know, a lot of people kind of know about us now in the industry, I suppose. So-
Pretty big deal.
Shut up.
You know, a lot of people know who I am now.
Cheers to that.
Sorry, that's really tickled
I'm
me.
a pretty big... That's
I'm
from
a pretty
Anchorman,
big
isn't it?
deal.
I'm a pretty big deal.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know,
But we're basically doing a schedule
you're
of
right.
events.
You're right.
And sometimes we weren't at the same event. So if it was like a GHD event, they wouldn't invite me, but they'd invite you.
Yeah.
So then we were doing things like that all the time. So that was kind of what I think was missed. Again, we've been asked, we'll probably get into this a bit more when we get into the questions. But I think my general take is it was, the idea was to kind of see what life was like after the altar.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, at least I can't necessarily speak for everyone else, but like I don't know necessarily whether people got a deeper insight into what life has actually been like for us since the show.
Yeah, no, because we were at a party most of the time.
So,
Which isn't what we do every weekend.
and obviously we weren't involved in majority of the situations.
So we weren't in it.
So the screen time was a little bit lower. So yeah, look, for us, like it is for us, we were like, it doesn't harm anything doing the show. We weren't really sure what it was going to be like filming it.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you've kind of seen now, you've watched the show. There's a lot of drama that they focused on from other situations. And that's, you know, it's fine.
Well, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, like to a T. When I watched it, I was like, yeah. That bit got kept, that didn't. Yeah, makes sense. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
I knew
agree.
at the time that I wasn't giving
Drama. Yeah.
and I knew I wasn't getting involved in it, and that was also by choice.
But I mean,
And I was like, I'm happy to not be featured as much because I don't think it's worth getting involved in other people's business as much.
and the truth is, we didn't have any drama between us.
No.
So, and a lot of the other drama, you know, we hadn't spoken to most of those people in a long time.
Yeah.
If we're honest. So
I was kind of confused about a lot of it as well.
we were kind of learning the drama whilst the show was being filmed.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, we didn't really know anything about anything. So we were like learning as the show's been filmed. We were like, wait, what? What's going on around here? So it was a bit confusing for us during filming, wasn't it?
We're just floating about like, drinks, anyone? Anyone want a drink? Oh, we got our gold cups, by the way.
Oh,
Fun.
yeah. For this one,
Spiced up, we got our Love is Blind cups.
We've gone for the Love is Blind cups. Cheers.
So you can't see how much we're drinking.
I've got a shed load of Coke Zero in there, I'll tell you that.
Squeeze some lime juice in there as well.
It's actually really nice.
It's fresh, isn't it?
That's refreshing, that.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? So what else is my opinion on
That
it?
was kind of our take on it.
I just think...
there wasn't a load of us, so there's not too much to review on our bits, to be honest.
Also, like, I think Bobby and Jasmine as well. Like, I would have probably liked to have seen a bit more of their relationship. Like, yes, we saw the baby shower and we saw the birth, but like also would have loved to have seen them two on a date.
Right, well, let's segue. Should we do Bobby and Jasmine first?
Yeah,
we're going to talk about we're going to talk about all of the relationships that we saw on screen.
Yeah,
we are going to talk about season 2 cast, which are the people that we were obviously shared a cast with, but it'd be rude not to talk about Bobby and Jasmine first. I feel like they were the stars of this show.
Yeah, for sure.
They were. I mean, we also hung out with Bobby and Jasmine relatively recently. So we took mum and dad out.
It was like their first night out, like proper night out, wasn't it?
Since the baby, yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, Sunny.
I actually think arguably the best bit of After the Altar was seeing more of them, because actually I don't think they got a lot of screen time in their season.
No, they didn't, and we spoke about that with them actually, which is strange because they're iconic.
Well, and they're literally having the first Love Is Blind baby,
and they're genuinely in love.
Or as Freddie would put it, Love Is Blind.
Our Love Is Blind. Our first Love Is Blind baby.
No, he just goes, "Our Love Is Blind baby."
Does he not say first?
No. He just goes, "I love his blind baby."
I love his blind.
That's probably the most iconic line from the whole show, I think.
Yeah, that's my favourite. I was tempting to put it on my Instagram just for fun, like in one of my carousels, because it was just my favourite part. But like, I mean, in the trailer, I was like, "That's brilliant."
I think it was great to see more of Bobby and Jasmine. I think you got a lot of Bobby's personality in After the Altar,
and we saw a lot of like his emotions and like
that's
how he deals with things, and he speaks so like eloquently.
And I think we know that because we know him now.
Yeah.
And we've like hung out with them, and we get it. But I don't necessarily think you got that from season 1 of Love Is Blind. So
no, I don't think I got his character as much. Yeah. From the first season, like when I watched Bobby, I just remember that he worked on cruise ships and that he rapped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is basically
that's all they kind of showed.
You didn't get a lot of his like, and he's got like some depth to him, which you saw on the show. So I think it was great.
It was really nice. Yeah, it was nice to see that. I would have liked to see more though. Well, like more of them two together, because yes, we saw like obviously lots going on, the baby shower, like catching up with everyone.
It was all about the baby, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, which is lovely. Obviously, like.
But that is probably definitely the most important thing going on in their life at that time of filming.
Yeah.
But I suppose there's a big gap between last time we saw them on screen and then having a baby.
It's a lot to catch up on in like a short few episodes.
That is difficult to catch up on that amount of time.
I'm like, let's bring out After the Altar plus 2 plus 1
plus.
What would you call that? After the Altar? Really After the Altar.
But yeah, Bobby and Jasmine, it was lovely to see. It was lovely to see more of them. I think Jasmine, fair play, showing your whole like birth process. That takes some guts. Yeah,
and that's quite brave as well to do that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would do that.
No, I think that's pretty brave.
And your first baby as well.
Yeah,
I would be a mess.
Yeah, it was pretty.
If I looked that good when I'm giving birth, oh my God. Like it was giving the Kardashians, like when Kourtney Kardashian gives birth and she's just so chill. Like she literally got her legs akimbo and she's just like, and the baby comes out and she's like, oh my God. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But it makes me more comfortable about giving birth one day when I watch these, when I watch this footage. Obviously, we didn't see half of it.
Because it just cuts and the baby's out. You know,
I was like, wow.
Don't see the whole actual... Anyway, well done, Jasmine.
But yeah, well done, Jasmine. And Bobby, well done. Both of you.
I actually thought there was some beautiful scenes in there. The scene with Bobby and his mum was really, really nice.
Yeah.
That made me quite emotional, actually, like making him feel calm about becoming a dad.
And also, Bobby having a little cry. It's good to see.
I feel like he cried a lot, actually. I feel like Bobby had lots of cries.
That's nice to watch, because... Yeah. You don't see that very often, and it's nice to see him being like a bit vulnerable and like showing his emotions. Like that's a powerful thing.
Hey, we've all cried on the telly, haven't we, Bobby? We've all cried on the telly. It's good to see.
Yeah, we all have.
Good to see.
I've cried many times on the telly.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And it's good. We should all be able to do that. Period.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Bobby and Jasmine, great work. Feel like you guys were the stars, and it was really nice to see more of. We know what your personalities are like, but it was nice to see more of your personalities play out on screen. So,
period.
Well done, you two.
Well done.
Good work.
Next up, Ashley and Billy.
Ashley and Billy.
Right.
Well, we're going to have to go back a bit here. because
Go back.
because obviously after the altar was quite long after even the. I'm trying to think of the timeline myself now.
There's a stem cell in that.
So she filmed it back in, well, my birthday's November, so
2024.
no, after the altar from 2025, but then we filmed Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind was in 2024, August to October.
So it was over a year after their divorce, essentially.
No, not since their divorce.
Oh no, because their divorce was a bit later.
No, it'd be like 8 months.
Yeah. Okay,
since
fine.
the divorce.
So
the breakup, because they're not divorced.
So obviously you saw on the reunion them talking about all of that. So we don't necessarily need to rehash kind of why.
It's like 2 months after the reunion.
Yeah. So we don't necessarily need to rehash all of that stuff.
Yeah, because everyone knows.
Yeah, because everyone knows the.
If you're here listening to this, you must have watched the show.
You know why they got divorced, and I suppose the issues that played out on screen prior to them even getting married that then ultimately led to the divorce.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm going to start this off with saying that I was actually really impressed with how they both dealt with it. And I said this at the time of filming as well, because obviously it's the weirdest situation. I can't even imagine it myself. Obviously never been in that situation, but to be filmed, for one, put in the room with your ex-husband along with everyone else who knows the whole situation, was there the whole time, who like knows everything. Like, that's such a weird situation that like no one would ever go through normally. So when they turned up, I think Ashley was there first, then Billy turned up, didn't he? And she was like a bit nervous about him coming in, obviously, because you don't know how each other's gonna act. Like, they have not really spoken. And then I just remember like Billy coming in, they gave each other a hug, which you see on the show. And then they had a chat, like really quick. It was really quick. Like, they didn't hang about. They didn't go, oh, chat to other people. They just nipped it in the bud, which I was like, props to you, because that's really impressive. And everything that you saw was basically what they said. Like, you know what, hope you're well.
Yeah.
Obviously this is awkward, but like, let's have a good time. And yeah, just like leave it as that. Like, maybe we'll have a chat like in the next few days, but like, hope you have a good night. Like, yeah. And that's that. And I was like, do you know what? That's very grown.
Yeah, both held themselves with good poise in that moment. I think bit of emotional maturity, just an adult conversation of like, obviously this is awkward, you know, been thrown in a room together, we're gonna have a proper chat about it, but you know, just so you know, all good. I'm all good, I'm not gonna come at you. You know, we'll have a chat about it later. It was
very mature. I just thought good. And then they didn't really have any issues the rest of the weekend, because again, it was just nipped in the bud. And I'm like, Joe, what? Grown. And especially like, it is a TV show at the end of the day. Like, they could have longed that out and made it a bit of a thing, but they didn't. And I'm like, you know what, rate that. It was good. It was good, because you were thinking about yourself, not about what's going to make good telly. You were just being true and authentic to yourself, essentially. And I rate that. And we like that, because that's what we always try and do as well. Just try and be true to yourself, and I think it ultimately, if you're being true to yourself and that's what you're putting out to the world, I think people resonate with that better anyway. You know, people can see that. People aren't dumb. And also, you're going to be way more confident when the show comes out, because you know that you were just yourself. Doing you. So well done, Ashley and Billy. And also, you know what? Moving on to the actual resolution that they had, again, I thought that was a really grown-up conversation. The last convo. Like the final, like, they actually resolved, they came to a resolution, they both got closure. They both approached it, I think, in the right way. You know, I think at times Billy was hounded online for like coming across a bit cold at the reunion. And, you know, I can understand it's quite fresh, and, you know, the reasons like why that might have been the case. I think he really like was
I hope, really authentic in the way that he approached the conversation with Ashley. It felt like
after the altar.
Yeah, after the altar.
Yeah.
The reunion wasn't his best showing.
Because, it was giving lesson learned.
Yeah.
Because at the reunion, I didn't agree with
No, it was giving growth.
how he responded.
It was giving growth from Billy.
Yeah.
So
and
I
I'm like,
think-
you've looked back and gone, ooh,
And that's
didn't handle that right.
And I think everyone's entitled to do that, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to go.
And this was a great opportunity for people to turn that around.
to have some redemption.
Yeah.
And I think Billy did that. To
Yeah,
be
and
fair.
I was like, Joe, what, fair? Like, well done.
Yeah, well done, Bill.
A few other people could have taken a leaf out of your book.
we'll get onto them in a minute, but yeah, I think you definitely showed some growth.
Yeah. And Ashley just, as always, just like was very put
She's so
together, poised, yeah, and was just like, do you know what? You're not ruining my weekend. I'm gonna have a good time. And I actually had so much fun with Ashley that weekend because we were just in the corner. You could probably see in some scenes, like, I'm literally in the back, like, and obviously you don't see any of that because my chat was just like
Talking about life.
irrelevant chat for the show.
Yeah.
Because I knew the cameras weren't going to be on me and we were just having good catch-ups.
Well, this is the point, right? Is we were actually there catching up with people that we hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So like, I had some good chats with Ashley as well, and it was nice to like actually catch up.
Because she's always flying. Otherwise, I feel like we'd actually see her a lot.
Yeah, but we can't because she's always in God knows where she is.
Yeah.
So we were actually catching up, and obviously none of that's going to get shown because it's not really relevant for any storylines. But it was really nice catching up with Ashley, wasn't
Yeah. I reckon it would have been great TV, but whatever.
it? Well, we'll come on to that, but like it might have been nice to throw in a bit more like
Natural chat.
natural day in the life
It
stuff.
would have broken it up a bit. So,
Yeah, it was.
some of it I was like, it's egg on toast.
Yeah. Right, so
Anyway,
yeah, well
carry
done,
on.
Ashley and Billy. So next, Jed and Barda.
Again, proud.
What did we were watching some yesterday, and they said Red Jed Redemption. Do you know what that reference is?
From
There's a
the
video
film.
game, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, no, I
But
don't.
Red Jed Redemption, Jed, big redemption arc in my opinion. To be fair though, I actually felt like he handled himself pretty well at the reunion as well. I don't think
Yeah.
he had a massive redemption to do.
I don't know. I don't think he got that much hate or anything.
No,
Jed.
I hope he didn't, because I think he actually handled himself pretty well throughout all
I
this.
don't actually know, but yeah, I think he handled it very well. Again, very articulate, and he was just like he showed emotion as well, which was really nice. And again, I think Barda had a really tricky time during the show with like hate and like people responding to her, and I think she did an amazing job showing her personality and like turning that around.
Yeah.
Because yeah, she handled it really well. And like, again, I think she became more emotional and like vulnerable,
They both
which I
felt-
think we needed to see from both of them.
There was a beautiful chat with both of them, where they were just like really authentic, and they were talking about obviously Bart had a health scare, and I think the way that Jed comforted her, even though they're obviously exes,
Yeah.
was actually really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think that was a really nice moment between the two of them.
Yeah. Do you know what? We've always said since the beginning, like we actually think them two are really compatible. They probably don't want to hear this.
Yeah, sorry, Jed and Barda,
But we genuinely thought that they were going to get married.
if we're honest, they're the only other couple we thought were going to get married on our show,
Yeah.
on our series.
And yeah, like when you see them having those chats and they like, and when we were filming, I feel like they were getting on by the end of the night. Like they were like being friends and like having a laugh and stuff. And you see him make a joke to her, like,
Yeah.
oh, like your duck waddle, like,
Yeah,
ha,
like
ha.
waddling or whatever, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like nice to see, because you're like, oh, you two do have like,
Yeah.
That's something.
It's just nice to see them on those terms, because
Yeah.
they did have some great moments together.
Yeah.
And obviously Barda's moved on, moving to Dubai, moving on with their life, and
Yeah.
I'm sure Jed's doing the same. So like, there's reasons they're not together, and we're not trying to suggest that they come
no,
back
exactly.
together.
Jed's got a partner, right?
Oh, is he?
I'm pretty sure. I might have just said that. He doesn't.
Meg's dropped him in the.
No,
I
I'm pretty
remember
sure
something about
he-
this, but we couldn't say for sure because we haven't spoken to him recently, so we couldn't say for sure whether that's true.
Don't take that word for word.
That's
but
not gospel.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Okay. Well, if he does, congrats, Jed. I do remember that, but I don't know if that's still the case today. Is the only thing.
No, that's very loose.
That's a loose. Yeah.
Don't put that in the Daily Mail.
Don't. We don't know if that's true. But in all honesty, yeah, I think they've moved on, right? And they've moved on for a reason. And
but it's nice to know that they can be like amicable. Is that the right word?
Amicable, yeah. But they weren't even amicable. They were almost like warm, which is nice.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It's beautiful.
They weren't
just let your hair down and just have a good time.
I think it's okay to be like that with an
Let's
ex.
all hold hands and be happy. Let's make a cake full of rainbows and smiles.
No, yeah, I was very pleased with Jed, and Jed's one of the only boys from the show that I've met up with like outside of the show for a beer. So I am fond of him, and I think he came across really well.
Yeah, no, I do like Jed.
Yeah, well done, Jed, and well done, Barda.
And I love Barda.
Well done, team.
Well
Good
done,
work.
great work.
Good work, proud of you. Right, now a slightly messier situation. We're going to talk about
The trio.
Jav, Katisha, and Demila.
The Lib Season 2 Ultimate Triangle.
They've been the triangle since the start, and they somehow managed to continue it during After the Altar. Right.
The triangle that never stopped being a triangle.
I'll give.
Yeah, I'll let you start with this because I'm not sure what I'm saying.
I'll take this away. So, my view on this, and again, I will caveat this with I-Class. Thank you for the high five. I-Class D. I'm going to call Demila D because that's what I would call him.
Big D.
I-Class D as a friend. I've seen him outside of the show. We have messages back and forth every now and again. We're not best buds, but I would class him as a mate. So I will caveat that with that. I'm a big fan of D. I'm very fond of him. So anything you have to might take that bias into consideration with my view here. But anyway,
what's your view? You say what you want to say.
My view is, and you see me on the show give D a bit of a heads up, which none of that is like, I wasn't nudged by producers to do that or anything like, oh, tell D about what's going on.
I'm surprised that they kept that in.
So am I, and I don't know if I was going to be allowed to do it because obviously they might want to hit D with a bit of a, I don't know, surprise, but I knew
that's what they wanted to do.
I actually didn't expect that to get shown on TV, but I knew I needed to give D as a mate a heads up. So that is actually a genuine, authentic moment between me and D where I'm trying to give him a heads up that there's a lot of talk that I would imagine he's not expecting, because from his view, him and Katisha had a few messages back and forth. I think they might have had a call, that might be hearsay, but like they talked, but they never.
Katisha mentioned in the first girl date that they had been like on the phone,
right.
They'd been like FaceTiming and stuff.
So they've been talking, but they never actually met up. They never had a date. They never dated, essentially. No. So I think in Dee's mind, it wasn't a thing. It was like there could be a thing, but it wasn't a thing. And then he put a pause on it because, if we're honest, I don't think Dee could ever get over the fact that he was number 2 choice from before.
That is very tricky. Yeah,
it's a tough one to like deal with, and it's not an ego thing. It's just that's like, it'll be always in your head.
And also because it is public, like it shouldn't be about the public, but like people will always comment on that. Do you know what I mean?
I think regardless of the publicity, I think you just will always in your head know, well, she didn't pick me the first time round, so why? Do you know what I mean?
And yeah, and I think he handled it so well originally, like that. But you can tell like he was so hurt.
Yeah, so I think it was almost like first time around he gave her everything, and obviously she went in a different direction. And this time around, I think she was maybe giving a bit more, and then he kind of shut it down because he wasn't ready to kind of get over all that had gone on. Yeah,
like to take the next step and like actually meet up and date.
That's my view on the Dee and Katisha situation.
Also tricky though, because it's still really long distance.
Yeah.
Like before you've even started, like they'd be long distance.
Yeah.
So that's a lot to like take into consideration. Like they were talking about like him going to Scotland, right?
Yeah.
That's like a big
yeah. Well, that's probably why they never end up dating. It's probably logistics got in the way.
Like we talked about. Was that last week?
We did talk about that on Fill Your Kupp last week.
There you go.
Long distance.
Can it work? Can it not?
It requires a lot of effort to make it work, is basically where we got to.
Yeah, you want to be strong in it before.
And to start off long distance is very tough.
And to start off already with baggage.
Because you don't have the trust. Like they probably don't have trust. They don't have you know, the love. Like, there's so many things they're missing to make a long distance relationship work, that was always going to be a difficult one to start with.
Yeah.
So that's that take. Katisha and Jav,
Oof.
that was tough to watch.
That, when they were sat down in the morning, when Charlie had his fantastic line.
Oh yeah, before we get to Charlie, Charlie's also a mate, and Charlie had a belter of a line when he goes, "Is that the time already?" And he stood up and left because it was so awkward. That is a belter. Well done, Charlie.
Yeah, that was a highlight of the show as well. Maybe I'll have that and Freddie's line in my carousel. Yeah, brilliant, great work.
But yeah,
yeah,
Katisha
that
Jav,
chat
was tough to watch, man.
in the morning. It's just like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, I can't even remember what it was even really about. Like now. Because it was even confusing me.
Jav made the same point in the boys' meeting as he did with Katisha, where it was basically like, if you don't communicate how you're feeling, then I can't be held accountable for anything I do.
Which is mad.
Which I don't really understand what he means by that, because if what you do hurts her, then it still hurts. It still hurts her, regardless of whether she communicates that or not.
Someone literally like punched me in the face and I didn't say, "Oh, ow," and they said, "Well, I didn't know it was gonna hurt you." That's literally what he's saying.
Which is, and Katisha did essentially say in that chat, like, well, it was something like about his. I'm not going to be able to remember word for word here, but essentially she was like, "So
we go stir in the pot.
It's like my fault for your behaviour or something."
Yeah, she said, "What you want me to tell you? What?
Yeah, how to behave.
How to behave."
That was it. Which I kind of understand I get from her point of view.
Yeah, I get that.
And the thing is, Jav's a really smart boy. Like, he is actually really intelligent, but I just feel like sometimes he has like a front. And maybe it's like protecting his ego or something. But he has a front which doesn't allow him to... Maybe it's stubbornness. I don't know what it is. He doesn't allow people to see... Like, once he has his mind set on a way he sees something, he will never be told that is a different way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and he is smart. So he's intellectually come up with this view that you know, he can't be held accountable for behaviour if he hasn't been told how someone feels first, whatever. He's internalized that, intellectualized it, come up with his point of view, and then that is it. That's his point of view. I
think he uses his intelligence to like almost manipulate situations.
But then I think he couldn't manipulate Katisha in that situation. I think she stood her ground there, to be fair.
Yeah, I think she did really good, because I think sometimes previously, I've even tried to help her and everyone's seen that.
Yeah.
But like, I think sometimes I've argued with him myself, like, it's so monotonous and like going around in circles and you can't get a word in. And I watched Katisha and him have arguments like that so many times, even on the telly. And I was just wanting her to like stand her ground.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes she'd get confused, and she said this after the altar. She goes, "I don't feel confident to even say these things to you because you go round in circles and you confuse me, and then I can't stand my own ground," basically.
Yeah.
And it was so interesting, and it was good for her to say that, because like everyone could see that.
But again, it's showing growth from her.
It was amazing.
From her side, it's showing growth because she's did stand her ground, I think, in that. And
she walked out. I was like, "Yeah, babe, best thing to do."
Well, I think if someone is not ever gonna listen and like alter their view based on how you're feeling, then it's not really worth going around in circles.
No. And I think she was like, "Yeah, this man ain't gonna change."
Yeah. So
see ya.
It was a tough watch, that one, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was
well, I felt like I was almost watching myself in the same argument. Obviously I wasn't in a relationship with him, but like, I knew how that felt. Yeah.
Okay, now on to another sticky one. Cal and Sarova.
Sticky.
This was actually the toughest watch of all of them. All the situations playing out, because Sarova was clearly extremely hurt.
Yeah.
And didn't want to give Cal the satisfaction of showing her hurt and I think she did pretty well holding her poise in the conversations and saying her points and being quite firm. Because, you know, I don't necessarily think we've seen that side of Sarova yet.
No.
But she was quite firm, which was good.
At the reunion, I think she did really well as well.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I think maybe not on actual Love is Blind, like the show.
Maybe less so, yeah.
But I think she watched that back and learned a lot about herself, and then at the reunion, like, came back and was like...
Yeah, she was strong.
Yeah.
Strong.
And she gave it again after the altar, which, again, I think was good. Because I feel like Cal's was trying to mould the narrative and make it sound like Sarova was, like, feeling a certain way about him being with someone else, and it wasn't that. I don't think she cared that she was with someone. It was just the lack of respect in not telling her, and like he had that opportunity to be like, oh, Sarova's like so affected by me having a girlfriend. It's like, no, that's not what it is.
There was a few under the breath comments that Cal made that I kind of went, oh, you didn't need to say that.
Yeah,
you didn't need to say that.
It wasn't cute.
And what I'll say is, and you guys, I mean, you will have seen if you've watched the episodes, my point of view on the whole, he should have just given her a heads up situation. You don't see it all play out with the boys. You obviously don't see the full conversation, but essentially what I was very strong on is he just needed to give her a heads up. Like, he absolutely should be allowed to post his new missus for sure. He should be showing her off to the world if he's in a new relationship. That is absolutely fine.
Yeah, we love to see happiness.
That's his prerogative to do, and if he's happy, he should be posting her. He just needed to give Sarova a heads up. Like, that's the right thing to do. He should have done that. And what's interesting is I told him this off camera. I gave Cal a pep talk, and the reason I did that is because I actually got on pretty well with Cal. We're not best mates. We didn't meet up we haven't met up for a beer since the show or anything. But during filming, I got on quite well with him. He's a bit of a gaming nerd like me. We both like the gym, so we had at least two things in common that we could talk about. So we got on all right. And I don't know why, but in the moment after the altar, I felt a bit protective because I know that he'd been absolutely destroyed online, and sometimes people don't deserve that level of, scrutiny.
Yeah, but he had an opportunity here for redemption.
And so I had a chat with him off camera and tried to give him a bit of a steer on my view on how he needs to handle the situation, because I said to him, look, you should have told Sarova, like you should have. You haven't, so you need to go about this next step in the right way, because if not, it's going to come across really badly. And I gave him this pep talk and he didn't listen to a bloody word I said.
Again,
didn't listen.
I think him and Jav, again, are very similar in this area, where he was like, no, I'm sticking my ground. I don't think that she has the right to feel this way about it. And it's like, you're not listening to her though, and you're not listening to everyone else. Like, you're stuck in your way and you're not backing down, but then you're not learning anything, are you? Like, you haven't looked back at the reunion and you've not listened to Sarova at all. You've just gone, oh yeah, I thought I was right. And it's like, that's just a lack of...
It was really frustrating for me in the moment. I remember being frustrated in the moment, and it's really frustrating for me to watch it back.
Yeah. Because all it is, I think it is just ego. I genuinely think with them two, it is ego. Like, they just think they're like up here and they're like, I don't want to break this down, or I don't want to come across vulnerable. Like, I personally do think this, and I think all he had to do was go, you know what, Sarova, I hear you. And I apologise for posting. I apologise for posting and not telling you.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily apologise for posting it, because like, this is my new life now. Like, we're both moving on. I hope you also move on.
Yeah.
But like, I apologise. I should have absolutely messaged you first. Like, we are still technically married, and like, I do have a lot of respect for you, and I would have wanted to give you the heads up, because I don't want other people doing that for me. Because he knew that was going to happen. Like, the show had just come out. Like, everyone's on their relationship. Everyone was wondering if they're still together. And then, boom, you're in a new relationship. Like, you think that's not going to get screenshotted and sent over.
Nah, he said he didn't think about that. And, I suppose you have to take that at face value. But if he didn't think about that, then he should have thought about that, because that's quite obvious to everyone that that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just giving you don't care then, if you're not thinking about that.
So yeah, it was, I think, a real tough watch, that.
Yeah.
I actually don't know whether they've spoken or resolved things since.
No, I don't think they have.
But I don't think they have.
I've spoken to Sarova since.
Oh yeah, no, we did have we had a beer with Sarova, didn't we?
Yeah, I've seen her a few times since, and like, yeah, they don't have a friendship.
No. Okay, well, that is sad because they obviously went through something quite big together, not just a marriage, but obviously all of this social media life that they, you know, whether they want to lead it or not, they're in the public eye now, and it's sad to see that break down so much that they can't even be amicable with each other.
Yeah, but it's interesting. It's like just one small thing like could change that, but it's like you're willing to hold on to that.
It's not. I just don't.
Ego. You don't want to just let go and be like, do you know what? Actually, yeah, I hear you. Like how? Yeah, it's just interesting. Very interesting, especially when you've seen it in HD on Netflix. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
And we can all blame it on an edit, but like you've said what you said, like it's I find it interesting. But hey ho.
Right.
Hey ho, it's not me.
Well, that's all.
That's
couples,
the roundup,
right? We haven't missed anyone. Or the relationships. I keep saying couples. They're not couples.
Yeah, no, the linked relationships within the Love Is Blind world.
Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on then to this is actually a section we normally do on Fill Your Kupp, which is essentially Q&A, but we call it
Afternoon Tea. Wow.
Tea on the...
That was nice. It's like a little harmony.
Yeah, nice. Afternoon
so
tea,
good.
where we do essentially Q&A. People ask us the questions and want the tea. And this week we asked for questions or just, I suppose, thoughts and feelings about After the Altar. So our answers are going to be specifically about After the Altar this week.
And these are hardcore fans because they watched it the day it came out.
Yeah, so we've had these questions in already, and we've got a lot of questions actually.
Big fans of the talk of the town over here.
The what?
Mr. Everybody knows who he is.
Shut up. Shut up, you.
Got fans.
You're so annoying.
I meant fans of Love Is Blind, not us, but that's really funny.
How's my hair looking?
It looks nice. It's fine. Let's carry on. I'll have a great whilst you do that.
Oh, it's looking a bit greasy, isn't it?
No.
Oh. Yeah, we've grown it. We're growing it out, guys, but it's not looking its best right now, but that's okay.
Ask the fans what they think.
I'll do a Q&A on my many different hairstyles in the past 2 years.
What's your fave? Everyone loved you with your...
Well, my Love Is
your
Blind...
OG Love Is Blind
and
hair.
After the Altar hair were pretty much the same.
Your hair was shorter, I think, on After the Altar.
It was slightly shorter.
And it looked very brown.
And, well, it was winter.
I was so pale.
Yeah.
I looked at a video of me the other day of me getting ready and I was like, oh my God, I look a bit scary because I had like really light foundation and I was like, oh God, I look a bit unwell.
I'll tell you what people didn't like is the hair on the reunion. That really got people...
No, and everyone had to go at me for it. I didn't tell you what to do.
No, I was trying something. And when I look back, I don't love it, I'll be honest. But I was trying something.
And you were giving like stylish, like you'd actually put some thought into it.
And also I went buzz cut between those two things.
Oh, I really like the buzz cut and the moustache.
I went buzz cut and moustache for a bit, didn't I?
I really like that.
I might, if I don't, when I grow this out to the ideal length, which is getting to, and we're going to do a loose perm, we'll have that for a bit, and then I think we're buzzing again.
Buzzing.
So long to short, because I think that's fun. Anyway, that wasn't at all what we were supposed to talk about.
Really got away with ourselves there.
Yeah.
Right, afternoon tea, back on it.
Right,
so,
afternoon tea. First question, Meggie J, do you want to read it?
Number one, how many of the conversations was that supposed to say staged?
That's supposed to say staged. Sorry, I read
was staged by Netflix. It felt like everything was very forced.
This is a good one to start with because I think that's really interesting if someone is watching that and feeling like conversations were forced.
Well, my sister called me earlier and said the same.
Really? See, that is a shame, and I think that was where we struggled with filming compared to
Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind, because Love Is Blind, they just kind of follow you. You know, obviously there are
like
some
topics.
Situations set up. And
yeah,
stuff,
they would be like, if we're on a date, they'd be like, oh, like, what about talking about how today went?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you had the party last night with everyone. Like, what did you guys think?
Yeah.
And they give you like topics to talk about, but like we would just free flow from them. Like, okay, like it's a topic to talk about, but
Yeah.
like we can free flow and say what we want. Whilst this was more like what's the word?
Producer led, I would say. Because we didn't have as many filming days.
Yeah, so they needed to bang it out.
They needed to get what they wanted to get quickly.
Also, I understand that to like a certain level, but I do feel like the way that's handled in Love is Blind is better. You're going to get it more natural.
Yeah.
And like, I was told to say some things. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say anyway. I was told to like, I was given lines basically, and I was like, no. I was like, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, it was just more. I feel like with these shows, we've spoken about this in the past. I feel like with these shows, if you let yourself get produced, you get produced.
Yeah.
You know, like you can get swayed to say things that you might not say in your authentic voice. Me and Meg have always been very strong on not doing that, not because we're divas or anything like that, because we don't want to come across as anything but our authentic selves.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I was like, obviously they want you to say like set up the scene, and we were setting up most of the scenes it was looking like on the show. And yeah, I would have happily just been like, oh yeah, like me and Kieran getting ready, blah 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 blah, just have a free chat.
Yeah.
But when it's like a bit too set up, I was getting so stressed.
And we didn't do many film days, right? Like that whole weekend, which is 2 whole episodes, was only like 3 days.
Yeah.
So whereas on Love is Blind we did a load of filming, and that gets then cut down into only like 10 episodes or whatever, 11 episodes. So there's a lot more content in Love is Blind than there was for After the Altar, obviously.
Yeah, for 3 episodes.
3 episodes, it's a tiny amount of content really compared to what we had in Love is Blind.
Yeah, which is like 7 weeks of filming.
Yeah. So if you think about it,
11 episodes.
So if you think about it that way, there's a lot less content. So they were cramming in a lot more, bits that they definitely knew they needed to get, as opposed to letting things naturally. But hey, we're learning how TV works.
It's so interesting.
It's very interesting seeing the behind the scenes of how TV works.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
But yeah, sorry if you didn't enjoy the show and you felt like it felt forced, but yeah, I wouldn't.
They needed certain conversations.
They needed certain situations to happen. So, next question: did Netflix pay for the 30th birthday?
I'm like, are we gonna get sued by Netflix?
Well, we can't ruin the magic of TV, right? So there are certain things that we won't go into detail of. But if you think Meg can afford that mansion, then you're silly.
2 months after the show.
That's all I'll say. If you think Meg can afford that.
As a dancer, fitness instructor, I'll let you figure that one out.
Oh, right. Moving on. Do you want to do this one?
Why didn't we see Kieran's actual birthday celebration?
Well, I did obviously have a party with my actual friends. I do have friends.
They were your friends. What?
My stepmom.
They were all your besties. What are you chatting about?
My stepmom messaged me today and was like, they made it look like you don't have any friends, Kieran, and you only had Love is Blind people at your birthday.
Me like scraping, me writing the list out. Ooh, Sophie? Perfect.
Well, obviously, I had an actual birthday celebration and I had all my friends there. And to be honest, I probably don't want the cameras there because I got really drunk and had a great time with my mates.
Oh, we had a great time at your birthday.
So I had a great 30th.
It was very messy.
Yeah, it was very messy. We had a great time.
Messy in the pub down the road.
It was. And I had a great time. But that wasn't really one for the cameras.
You had a cake that said 30, flirty and thriving.
Is that what it said? I can't remember.
Yeah. Huh. You had a joint with Sharpie. So Sharpie, who was on the show, also had some great lines.
Yeah.
You had a joint 30th with him.
I did have a joint 30th with Sharpie. And I thought it was funny that they included that line where I said to Sharpie, 30 and flirty. I was like, that's a good thing for a married man to say.
Yeah, I was like, It's only funny when I say it.
I meant flirty with you.
Yeah, obviously.
You flirty with other people.
Obviously.
But yeah, so sorry. Yeah, you don't see any of that. But yeah, I did have another party, obviously.
Well, we did post actually about it.
Yeah, we did. I posted some pictures. If you look
through our Instagrams, you can see.
I did one of us
snogging.
We're always snogging. I just posted on my Instagram today.
Now? That might be a bit much for TikTok.
Okay.
We might get banned. Don't know if you're allowed to snog on TikTok.
Probably not. We'll save. There's enough snogging on Netflix, guys. Go and watch a snog if you want. No tongues on telly, though.
No, we don't, do we?
No tongues on telly. It's too much.
like Love Island when they're like
Yeah. Too much.
eating each other's faces.
You got to remember, there's loads of cameras around us and other people in the room. You know, when it's just me and
Also,
Meg.
I'm also low key
it's a bit different.
laughing every time we're kissing.
Because it's just funny, kissing on camera.
Because then you see the cameramen like go, vroom. And I was like, I'll only give you so much.
Next question: can we have a spin-off of just you two? Absolutely, you can.
Please,
Sign us
who
up.
wants to fund it?
Who-
Anyone?
Anyone want to fund it? We'll do it.
Keeping up with the kegs.
Nice.
The
Nice.
secret lives of Kieran and Meg.
Like it. Yeah, come on, we'd do that.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
We've had a lot, to be honest, a lot of the feedback, which we'll come on to, has been around, like, we didn't get to see a lot of your normal. I don't think there were many authentic,
There wasn't
just me
any
and
chats.
you moments.
No,
Like,
there
we're
wasn't any chats with us two.
We're
really.
silly together all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what you saw on Love is Blind.
Yeah, I think I had some belter lines in there and they just cut them all. I feel like they were just trying to make me look like, oh.
No, I don't think they try and make you look like that. I think that we weren't the focus of
But
the
let me be
drama.
funny. Like, give me a few.
But things
more
we
funny
definitely
moments.
we would have been funny and stuff, but they just didn't include any of that.
But
Because
I
that's what
thought
we're
that
always
in
like.
Love is Blind as well. Like, obviously they needed to get our deep, like, meaningful chats, which obviously is like the priority.
Yeah.
But like, I was doing some really funny stuff in the lounge.
Oh yeah.
Like when we came out and like we met up with everyone was like, oh, Megan was always doing handstands and she was up the wall like upside down, and then the boys were like, what? Like, Kieran was always doing handstands, and I just had this vision of like it cutting from you in the lounge doing a handstand to me in the lounge doing a handstand, but they missed a chance there.
I think it was pretty heavy after the altar, and I think we
could have cut it up a bit with
like,
a bit of...
we are just idiots a lot of the time, so that probably didn't like fit the narratives.
Yeah, it would have probably been a bit too like...
Yeah.
I guess they don't want it to look as dramatic.
Yeah.
Because if there's like is juxtaposition the right word?
That's a great word, honey. Yeah, a keg spin-off would have a lot of energy in it and a lot of silliness.
Yeah.
As well as we do get deep and we can be serious, but...
We also didn't have any deep chatting after the altar, really.
No, I did say I had a nice moment at the start where I said I don't remember life pre-Meg. That was nice.
That was cute.
That is true. But then there were never... Because like obviously it was different. It was a different style of shooting, right? Like all the scene setup was different. So it wasn't just like me and Meg just chilling, being idiots together. It was all a bit more like, as you've seen, like scene by scene setup.
Yeah.
So yeah, less funny keg moments in this one. But if we get a spin-off,
the scene.
if we get a spin-off, you'll see them all.
Well, yeah, you just send a few emails if you want. Anyone who wants it, just send a few emails to Netflix and we'll see if it works out. It's down. How did you get around making more time for each other?
Oh yeah, so this was one of the themes that I think the only potential drama that they could have held on to between Kieran and Meg is that we've been bloody busy, mate.
Yeah, over that period, obviously it was only 2 months after the show came out, so it was crazy because we were just adapting to like this new lifestyle almost, where we were going to events and things and creating content and like trying to do TikTok, and then we were like, oh my god, and then we're still doing our own jobs, so we were just like non-stop.
And remember, we'd had a year of like before that of just being us, and like not being in the public eye, not creating loads of content, you know, that sort of thing. And then the filming of After the Altar being in November was only just after the kind of busy, like the hypest moment for us, if you like, you know, where everyone was invited to events and all that, and you know, whatever, and you know, everyone's popping up on social media asking how we're getting on and all that sort of stuff. So it was like the busiest period, and we always knew that was going to be our most testing period as a couple, because we were like, we're going to have to learn how to deal with all of that in our relationship. And now we're sort of working together as colleagues with content and stuff, so we were having to adapt to all that as well. So there's loads of new things in the relationship, so it's always going to be the most difficult part, but we've smashed it. We've navigated that really well. and now we've kind of found a real like rhythm with it all.
Yeah, also we had been pretending to not be married for a whole year, and then that was the first time. So when the show had come out and then the reunion, so you had to wait until the reunion came out to then be able to actually say, oh yeah, we're together. So then we were like, oh no, everyone knows. So even our family, like our friends and stuff who didn't know, they were like, oh my God, you're married, like what the hell? So then even our normal conversations that we'd have with people that we know were like, what the hell? Like, you're married? Like, what do you mean? Like, oh my God, this whole time Kieran's been your husband. Like, so nothing was normal.
And also, like, you got to appreciate, like, our phones were blowing up, which also meant our ability to be like a good friend or a good son or a good brother. In my case, you know, I was letting all things fall. I was having to like send voice notes to my family and be like, I'm really sorry that I'm being a shit son and a shit brother and a shit uncle to my niece and nephew right now, because it's just too much going on. Like, I haven't even got enough time. I'm not even making enough time for my wife, who is priority number one. So it was just a real like crazy period for us, and we were learning to adapt to all those things. But yeah, as I said, I feel like we found a real good rhythm with it now. Yeah,
it's a lot calmer now, and also we're a bit more used to creating content and what we should be posting and like going to events and stuff. There's a lot less of them, and we're a bit more like, we choose which events we want to go to, and we have like a bit more of a flow with that side of it. So now we have naturally more time to hang out, and we have a bit more of a system, whilst at that point there was no, you can't even try and create a system, because it was just like everything at every angle, and you have to be here, but then here, but you have to be on your phone and you have to respond to people, and then you have to create content. And I was like, oh. And then people were like, oh my God, I'm not speaking to you in ages, you're not responded. I was like, yeah babe, you're like real low on my WhatsApp messages right now, I'm so sorry. Because like they were just like piling in, which obviously is so lovely, because obviously everyone was just like so invested, and it was really nice to receive the love and stuff, but just a lot all at once.
And I think I suppose to fully answer the question, we go on dates, we carve out date nights together, we go for walks to get coffee sometimes in the middle of the day, and we try and be like, okay, let's not look at our phones, or if we're walking somewhere, let's just actually have a chat, catch up, and let's not look at our phones. And yeah, we just got better at doing that.
Also, Fill Your Kupp is fun, because we have this day carved out now every Monday evening where we just sit and chat.
And obviously before this we're like prepping for the show and stuff, so that is time that we're spending together. And again, yes, we are working together, but like one thing I haven't really mentioned but I think is interesting is, because we both left our day jobs and were able to pursue kind of doing content together full time, I think that has freed us up a little bit in our lives, which has probably helped the relationship as well, because I was pretty stressed when I was doing my day job as well. Like that was a lot for me, like doing day job, events, trying to create content, also trying to be a good husband, like, and all the other things, like be a good friend, be a good brother and all that. I was pretty stressed during that period, so like I think being able to leave the day jobs has really helped us as a couple as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure, because we have more free time and we can choose what we're doing with our time now.
We're still crazy busy, but I think we have more flexibility now. We can pick and choose what events we want to go to. You know, if we think, actually, I'd really like to spend an evening with you, we can sack off an event. You know, we're in a much stronger position now, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And because we work like from home technically, we can be like, oh, we both have content to do today, but actually, shall we wait till after 1 and let's go for a walk and go get coffee first, and then we'll do that.
Exactly that.
Which is nice.
Yeah, a little bit more flexibility, which is nice.
Yeah, very grateful to be in that position.
You two.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
It's all because of you guys, so thank you. Am I reading this next one? Where are
you can
we?
do if you like. You two are so...
there we go. You've moved it.
That's all right. You two are so healthy. Was it weird to be around some of the drama again? Well, thank you for saying we're so healthy. And yes, it was very strange being around all the drama again. And it was a bit much at times.
Yeah, I low-key felt a certain way about going into the filming in the first place.
You were actually... Yeah, I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying, you were quite stressed during filming at times.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was a different experience, as we've kind of talked about.
Yeah, what was funny is watching it and I was like, oh, I look so chill. Like, I'm just like, ha, hee. But actually, like, I was in my room like,
It was again, because they had to cram so much in and they didn't have a lot of filming days, was quite stressful at times.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. It's very fast paced and it's very like communication between loads of different people, and then like it's a bit like Chinese whispers, and like something gets relayed and you're just like, what's going on? And then you've just got to like be filmed, and like you want to be yourself, but then you're in like a really strange environment and you're just like, oh my God, this is a bit much. And then we was already living a very crazy life and adapting anyway. So I was like, it was a really weird time to film. I feel like if we now filmed that, I would be way more calm.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
agree with that.
it probably didn't, it didn't show me anyway. So
wasn't in it anyway.
I wasn't in it anyway. It didn't matter. I felt that way. But yeah, if we did it now, I'd probably be able to like process things a bit better.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was just like, what?
Well, I think you saw we were both, as we spoke about in the show, we couldn't even make time for each other, let alone make time to go and film a series.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it was a stressful time for us both, and I think, yeah, now we're in a much better swing of things. So now we're ready for the spin-off. If anyone wants to do it.
Yeah. Well, I'm proud of us both for coming across how we did, considering that as well, because we could have exploded.
Yeah, true. I think we came
could've just
across
been like-
we came across ourselves. You just didn't see a lot of us, basically.
Yeah.
But we still came across our authentic selves, which is good.
Yeah.
So well done, darling.
Well done, Hen.
Good job.
Okay, next one. The promo made it seem like you guys were going through a rough patch. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, we just spoke about that. Obviously, the promo, they try and drum up the drama.
Yeah. I mean, all of it looked, well, not all of it, but yeah. Our section, obviously, that's going to hook people in.
But I mean, anyone who follows us on socials,
will know.
You see us every day, like, together. So people probably, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a rough patch, but it was a weird time for us, and we did have stuff that we were working through. So, and I'm not even sure that we really got into the detail of that either, to be honest.
On the show?
Yeah.
No, we didn't talk about it.
Like,
it was just like, yeah,
it
we
was
had a
just
rough
like-
patch, but now we spend more time together, and it was like, next thing.
Yeah, I don't think there was much like explanation on what was going on there, but I think we've done.
They were
it
like,
justice.
yeah, moving on.
But I think we've done it justice here anyway. So
Yeah.
it was a weird time, but and we weren't spending as much time. We were actually spending quite a lot of time together. That's the thing that I don't think comes across. We're actually going to a lot of events together, but like when you're at an event and you're trying to network with a brand, it's work, right? So you're trying to, and you're making small talk with loads of new people. We were meeting other content creators in our industry.
And it's tiring, like social events like that. It sounds silly, but like,
Oh no,
you're
it's
so
knackering.
tired and you've been up all day, and I was teaching, you were working, I was like working at a cabaret late at night, and they would have an event and I'd have to get dressed up, like look a certain way, like there'd always be professional pictures, which we weren't used to, and we're like socializing with all these new people, and like some people are really important people, so I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like gotta be giving my best right now. But then like internally you'd be, sorry, I'll put this on there, hopefully you could hear that. Internally you'd be like, oh, I'm so tired. And then like we would leave the event and both be like,
Yeah. And also because we were going to so many events, like, and you're like supplied with drinks, you know, we were drinking at all these events as well.
yeah, we smashed on a Monday, like why am I drunk again?
And it's like, why have I had 3 pints on a Monday night at some event that like, and you just got into the swing of like doing these events, and my gym routine was out the window. I was trying to work during the day, and like, I feel like when your gym routine goes out the window, you also then lose energy weirdly because you're not getting the adrenaline from the like
You're not
working
getting
out
the
and stuff
endorphins.
and the endorphins. So I just think we were a bit like, we were out of sync in our lives, not necessarily together, but it meant that we weren't making as much time for each other, and
It was actually
Yeah.
almost like physically impossible to create time together.
Yeah, but that's
there
when-
wasn't enough hours in the day.
we were like spending a relatively long amount of time together, but then it was like, you know, you go out in the mornings, I'd probably be asleep, you go do your thing. When you came home, I'd just started my work day,
And I'd like have a nap.
and then you probably like nap, or like you come in and try and distract me, and I'll be like, oh, I'm trying to work, and then we'd finish work, we'd get ready, and we'd go to an event with a load of new people.
Or I'd go to cabaret.
Or you'd go do more dancing, and it's like, where are you? Where are we going to spend time, just me and you? So we tried to like do like walks, and we got better at that, like coffee walks, lunch time together. Like we did get better at that, to be fair. But yeah, it was a bloody busy time. I think it happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. You said something then. Oh yeah, that's something I'd love to touch on. Maybe we'll talk about it next week.
What's that?
But like the whole influencer, content creator lifestyle, and like how events work, and like how actually it's quite a tricky situation when there's like lots of the time there's open bars and there's like alcohol, and then you're like, oh, I've got 3 events this week on Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, and because it's like a social situation, like it is quite tricky. So I've gone to events and been like, oh, I'm not going to drink tonight, and ended up drinking because I'm like, oh, God, I've got to put on my sociable pants and like have a good chat with like 17 different people, like, and you want your brain to be like on and like given that confidence, which like we naturally have, but when you're tired or like you're like, oh, a little cheeky drink won't hurt.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really interesting side of content creation that people aren't aware of, but I would like to touch on that at some point, but maybe we'll do that next week.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that was the rough patch, guys.
God, we've got loads of questions, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where are we? Where is Meg's amazing black dress from the cocktail party? It's from ASOS, but they don't sell it anymore, which is really annoying. But I have just tagged a really similar one from Baby Boo on my story, so if you look now it'll be on there, and it's stunning.
We're both wearing a lot of ASOS that weekend because we just done a deal with them, and we just got
given us loads of stuff.
Gifted us loads of clothes. So
I was like, thank you so much, because I was still wearing all my stuff that I'd worn on Love Is Blind.
Oh, a lot of that I was wearing there was like first wear for me, which was quite nice. I was like wearing new clothes for after the altar. I wear those clothes all the time now, but like they were like quite new at the time.
Yeah.
There was a really cool shot they cut, actually, of me, Joel and Sharpie walking into the Rose and Crown. Like they did like a slow-mo walking shot of all of us. We're all wearing like these big like cool jackets, and I was like, that is such a cool shot. I watched it on the camera, and I was like, I want that shot just for myself, because it's so cool of me, Joel and Sharpie, and they never used it.
Oh, that's a shame.
We redid that walk 10 times.
So I mean, this is what TV's like. They're just...
Anyway, that was a cool shot, but we didn't get to see that. But I was wearing a really cool red jacket in that scene. But obviously when I was in the pub, I was sweating, so I took it off.
Fair.
Anyway. Was there anything the cameras missed? That's quite broad.
Loads, because you only saw probably 2 hours of 3 days. Yeah.
Obviously, like, that sounds like a lot, 3 days. That's not actually that much filming time, but
like we've mentioned previously,
but I suppose it was more similar to like a Made in Chelsea or something like that. You know, they'll go film in a bar scene, and you know, they'll set up situations in a bar to, you know, it's just different. It was a different style of filming, but there was loads that the cameras missed of, I suppose, more less things that were relevant to the storylines that you saw play out, and more of us just being our normal silly selves. There was none of really any of that in the show.
Yeah, I think just after the altar was more focused on the
trying to resolve drama
of those certain relationships.
Yeah. So there was, unfortunately there was a lot there. No big scenes cut though. Like obviously in Love Is Blind there were like whole like meetings with your mum and sister and stuff,
and my dad.
And my meeting with your dad, like all of that was cut. So
my whole family was cut.
So like, but there were no like big sections cut, if that makes sense. But like, obviously, you know,
my family and friends must be like, do Netflix hate us? Didn't get asked back for after the altar. Didn't get featured on Netflix. Sorry, guys.
Well, this is an easy one to answer. Are you legally married? Yes. We've been legally married since the wedding on Love Is Blind. That is a real wedding. It's not like Married at First Sight. That is a real wedding. We went off screen and signed papers, and we have been married since that day, which was only 6 weeks after I first ever spoke to you. Well, almost 7 weeks, but... So yeah, been married since that day. You just nailing some grapes there, yeah? Happy.
Why do we not get a lot
just
of
gonna
screen time?
eat while nailing your grapes. Sorry, what was it? No, speak while nailing your grapes. Sorry, go on.
Why do we not get a lot of your screen time? I think we've covered that.
Yeah,
because I think they were wanting more.
We weren't giving drama, guys.
Yeah, we didn't give you enough drama. Sorry.
We weren't giving drama.
We weren't chipping in.
We weren't giving drama.
Didn't need to chip in.
We were just being ourselves and
apparently that wasn't good enough.
That wasn't good enough to make the cut, guys. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'd love to see a bit more keggy action.
It would have been a different type of show, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a different... It would be. It just would. And also, just like, we can give... We're, I think, more confident now in giving our views on different relationships and things like that than maybe we were at the time of filming, because we were like, it's got nothing to do with us, like we're just doing our own thing.
Yeah also just like I feel like I still probably wouldn't act any different in like getting involved in conversations, I don't think.
I would not stick my nose in any drama, no. But if someone came to confide in me and asked me, to be fair, it didn't really happen much to me, but if any of these boys like Cal or Jed or Jav wanted to come and ask me my point of view, I'll happily give it to them.
Yeah.
I tried to do that with some of them off camera, but they didn't listen to me, so.
Right.
Anyway.
I want more keg. I want to see an episode of those who stayed married, more day in the life. So the same sort of question.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice. I think that'd be a nice spin-off.
Yeah, like the married.
Just more like the actual show, like Love is Blind, like more filming like that.
Or like more like almost like the Kardashians, like where you actually follow them in their day in life.
Or The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah, like giving that.
Giving that. Yeah, that'd be. We're down. We're down.
Again.
Someone fund it. Come on.
Yeah, if anyone wants to get involved, you let us know. Next one. Someone mentioned Cal not taking accountability for his choice was uncomfortable to watch.
Kind of covered that off, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of covered that.
But yes, it was.
But it's interesting that you feel the same.
It was uncomfortable to watch.
Are you sick of drinking out of gold cups? No.
Nope. Gold cups for life.
This Aussie girl wants to be set up with Sharpie. Is he single?
No, he's not.
No, he's not, I'm afraid.
And Sammy would be very upset with us reading out that question. Sharpie would probably love the attention, but Sammy is...
He's had a girlfriend for a very long time.
A very long time. Sharpie is not single. And we love our Sammy, so... Yeah. Go away, Aussie girl.
Sorry, Aussie girl.
Sorry.
Honestly, the only exes who were respectful to each other were Billy and Ashley.
I mean, they were respectful to each other, but I disagree with that.
Yeah, we've already chatted about that.
Because we chat about that, and I think Jed and Barda were very respectful with each other.
Yeah. How did it feel being the host instead of Matt and Emma?
Well, we were sort of the host, but I don't think we were on screen enough to be... Well, no, I suppose they're not on screen that much either, so maybe that was our role.
They only do like 3 days of filming.
Yeah, maybe that was our role. We just come in, set the scene, and then not needed for the rest of it.
Maybe it was our like audition.
Oh, God. No, we love...
See how good we do.
But we ain't as good as Matt and Emma. They're pros.
No, I mean...
They've been doing it for years. We've never hosted a TV show, so...
But we'd love to.
But we'd love to.
If anyone has another show they want us to host, we'd be down.
I reckon we could do that. I reckon we'd be good at that.
Yeah, I think
hosting a TV show, we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
How did it feel? Oh, sorry, I read that. Are you planning on children in the future? We get asked this all the time.
Short answer, yes.
Yes, in the future.
Long answer, what is the future?
In the future.
Future. Ain't coming anytime soon.
Moving on, because we are over time.
Oh.
When was this filmed? I'm confused with the timeline. November last year.
Yeah, like 3 months after the reunion.
Yeah.
3 months after the reunion.
Period.
There you go.
That's why we're all so pale. It was cold. That was so cold, actually, wasn't it? I remember going outside, and we all had our fur coats, so we'd have to put them on. It was so cold. And last question. Not a question.
It's not a question.
But I wish they showed more of Kieran's pep talk with the men. They can learn from you. Yes.
Oh.
It was very, very nice to watch that of you, mister. Because you give an ultimate green flag. And you were trying to let the boys know, but they just weren't having any of it. And it's quite annoying to watch. But like, you stood your ground and were like, whatever.
I'll tell you, I was nervous about that scene. And I told Meg about this before it coming out. That was the only scene I was nervous about coming out, and I'll tell you for why. Because I am one of the boys, and I love the boys, and I am, you probably see from a lot of my content, I'm all about positive masculinity. I want men to be better men. I'm all about that. So it was a difficult one for me because I was, essentially disagreeing with the room. Like, no one backed me. I was the only one who seemed to have the viewpoint that I had. And it was, I was essentially, I wasn't siding with Sarova, but I was like, fighting Sarova's corner a little bit and being like, you need to give her a heads up, and it's kind of what you saw play out. And I didn't want to, I feel like there are certain characters that go on reality TV and almost go the other way too much and be like, all for the girls, and like, because they think that's gonna come across well. And I'm like, I was just being me and just saying what I actually thought was the right way to handle the situation, and that was it. So I was just a bit nervous about how that was going to come across, but watching it, I was like, no, I think I did myself a solid there. I had that scene was my line that was very short. It was a lot longer, my little spiel, than it was than you saw. And also I tried to give pep talk to Cal off screen as well. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, can they learn from it? I think in that specific situation, I still think I was in the right, and they should learn from that situation. But yeah, thanks for saying that.
Yeah, I think you did really well. I feel like it's easy for you to just be like going with the group, but also I think it shows people that is the right thing to do. Like, if you believe something, just because you're with the boys doesn't mean you have to back the boys all the time, because that's how these things continue to happen. Yeah,
you got to be able to call your mates out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what I did.
Well done. Good job for being a green flag.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Well, that's that.
That's a wrap. That was Fill Your Kupp's special of Love is Blind UK After the Altar.
Whoa, hope that was interesting. Hope if you've not watched it yet, you fancy watching it now.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it. We love chatting to you. If you have any dating dilemmas for next week for us, then you can email us at hello@fillyourkupp.com. We'll also put a question out on our stories if you want to answer that for next week as well. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We love you all.
Big love, team.
And have a gorgeous week.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.